Robin, issue number 2 from DC Comics. So this is about Damian, and because of that, there was no way I would have originally picked this up because I absolutely hate the character. But someone recommended it to me, and I looked up who the writer was, and I was like, you know what? I've liked other stuff that this writer has done, so maybe I'll give it a try. And it's actually not that bad. I think it helps that Damian is by himself in this series, or at least he's not around the other Bat family or other superheroes, so he's a lot less annoying. He reminds me of two family members I have, where by themselves they're okay, but when you put them together, they bring out the worst in each other, and they're absolutely like, there's no way I can stand being around them. That's basically Damian. Damian, when he's with the Bat family or when he's with other superheroes, he just annoys the hell out of me. Maybe it's just the series that I end up reading, because a lot of people seem to like Damian. I don't understand why. But everything I've read with him in it, mostly it's been like crossovers and stuff, like Batman in the Shadow, Batman and Ninja Turtles, Christopher Priest's Deathstroke run, and when Damian showed up, like everything that I've read with Damian, he just annoys me. But he's okay here. He's still kind of a prick, but not as bad. It's kind of like the volume is turned down a little bit on that. So basically, the story is he goes off the grid, he disappears. So yeah, he joins this tournament, and we basically get Enter the Dragon. The storyline is pretty much Enter the Dragon, or the Mortal Kombat movie, which itself was pretty much Enter the Dragon, or yeah, anime shonen tournament arc. That's basically what this is. This is a tournament arc that you see in almost every single Shonen Jump series. Yeah, in the very first issue, he dies. He gets his heart ripped out by this character called Flatline. Flatline is the protege of Mr. Deathman, or whatever his name was. And it turns out that in this island, because it's the Lazarus Island, you can't die. Or at least you can die twice in this tournament. If you die a third time, your soul gets taken. So yeah, Damian in the first issue had his heart ripped out, and Ravager shows up and basically is like, dude, like, you're embarrassing. Like, you should have listened to me. If you had listened to me, you wouldn't have died so easily. Like, you're the first one out. Or not the first one out, but you're the first one dead in this tournament. Like, come on, dude, step up your game. And yeah, so Damian and Ravager are going out, and they're walking on the island, and Ravager is explaining all the rules. And then, meanwhile, he's seeing other people fighting each other, and they're fighting each other to the death. And the host for this tournament is named Mother Soul, and she basically explains, like, you're by here because you were willing to kill to win. I'm sure you've all heard the legends. No matter how horrific the death, you will be resurrected. But you get 3 deaths, and only 3 deaths. After each of you has died at least once, the true tournament will begin. Consider your first death a sparring match. If you wish to leave after your second death, no one will judge you. But if you die 3 times, your soul will leave forever. So I guess basically 3 times the charm, 3 times you're dead. If you're the last one to survive, then you get the greatest prize, which is immortality. And I'm assuming Damian doesn't want that. I'm assuming he's here for something else. But yeah, so that's basically what this is. This is just Damian sneaking on this island to try to uncover something. Ravager is there for the same purpose. She's not there because she wants immortality. She's actually after something as well. And other than that, it's basically just a tournament arc. It's literally just Enter the Dragon with Ravager, Damian, and then a bunch of created characters for this arc. Some of them are kind of interesting. Some of them are kind of like, they're just whatever. Like, we got one dude who just looks like a French Batman with a scarf. We have another dude who looks like straight up the main character from the Metal Slug video game series. We have one dude who kind of reminds me of Terry from King of Fighters. We have another dude who looks like Son Goku, and I don't mean Dragon Ball. I mean from the Journey to the West legend, which Dragon Ball is based off of. We have one character that kind of interests me a little bit. She's like a ballerina. I kind of want to see more from her. We don't really see much. She gets killed she gets her first death pretty quickly. Even though Ravager says that this character, the Black Swan, like, that's someone you have to be careful of. Basically, there's 4 people that you need to watch out for. One of them is Respawn, who looks like a mix of Deathstroke and Deadpool. I'm gonna guess that he's Deathstroke's son, the one that died, because his name is Respawn. So Respawn is usually like, you respawn after you die. So I'm assuming that that's Deathstroke's son who died and he got brought back. Then we have Double XL, who I guess has a lot of strength. I don't know. We don't really see much of his powers. And then there's Flatline, who ended up killing Damian. And then we have the Black Swan, who's a ballerina who took the role of the White Swan but got a bit too lost in the character. And she killed everybody in her trope and the whole audience. The art of killing is a dance to her. I don't know. That sounds kind of interesting. I want to see more. And then we have another character named Hawk, who, I don't know. That design is just kind of lame. Apparently he's supposed to be like awesome and stuff, but whatever. We basically just have Ravager just showing him the ropes in this issue, showing him the rules that, everyone gets 2 deaths, and then the 3rd one is the final. There's a area where everyone kind of lives in. It's kind of like the sleeping area, and there's no fights allowed there at any time. And then also at night, there are no fighting. You cannot fight at night. You can only fight during the day, and you can only fight away from the lounging area. Other than that, there basically are no rules in a sense. And yeah, and I guess Damien's also a fan of manga, which is like, all right, that's kind of cool, I guess. What I like about it is the fact that when he's actually looking at the pages, or in this issue, when Ravager is looking at the pages, we actually have it in black and white and in the manga style. So I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. I wonder what kind of manga he's reading. I mean, apparently he's reading, like, not necessarily like a romance, but yeah, it's kind of like a romance for like kids, I would say. Or at least it's like a drama. I wonder if it's based off of anything. But yeah, I don't know what else I guess what I can talk a little bit about later on. So Damian, at night, he's sneaking around, comes across Flatline, and there's some banter between the two. I'm hoping they're not going to like end up hooking up, because I really don't care to see Damian hooking up with someone, especially since he's only like, what, 14 in this? But it's kind of played like, that there might be something there between him and Flatline. I'm hoping not. Anyways, he sneaks in to like one of the caves, and he discovers a Lazarus pit, and he discovers Mother Soul talking about like, we don't have enough, we need more, and it's kind of vague, but basically they're doing some kind of experiments with the Lazarus pit, and I'm assuming that has something to do with the tournament. I'm assuming the whole tournament thing is not because they want to like see the toughest fighters and grant them immortality, but because maybe they need to use the deaths of these fighters to somehow charge up this pit or something. I guess we'll find out in later issues. But yeah, I don't know what else. I mean, I don't want to talk about more because I don't want to spoil anything. But for a series with the character I absolutely despise, this is actually not that bad. Damian is, like I said earlier, Damian is, he's okay. And so, like, I mean, if you like the Damian character, then you'll love this. If you absolutely despise the Damian character like me, you'll still enjoy it. Like, it's surprisingly good. So I gotta give a lot of credit to the writer, because you made me enjoy a series where the main character is someone I absolutely despise from everything else I've read from him. Not the writer, but from the character. I absolutely despise Damian in everything I've read, except for this. This one I don't despise him. He's still a bit annoying at times because he's too full of himself, but it's very mellowed out. Like, he's not as annoying or as much of a prick as he is in other series that I've read him in. So yeah. But yeah, if you like Enter the Dragon, if you love tournament arcs from like shonen series, like if you're a manga fan or an anime watcher and you love tournament arcs, then that's pretty much what this is. This is pretty much Enter the Dragon. This is the Chunin exams. This is the I forget the name of the tournament arc from Yu Yu Hakusho, but it's basically that. It's a tournament arc in a DC universe with Damian as the main character. So what would I give this? I would give this a 7 out of 10. It's not that bad. Artwork's good. Story is good, but cliche so far. I mean, there's nothing new here. It's literally Enter the Dragon. Damian is basically Bruce Lee's character, but more of a prick and stuff. But other than that, that's basically what it is. It's Enter the Dragon with the DC coat of paint done on top. So, yeah. But I mean, it's done well. I enjoyed this, which again, that's high praise coming from me because of the fact that I hate this character. So the fact that I absolutely despise Damian and everything, but I'm actually okay with him in this. I mean, that's kind of high praise. At least for me, it is. So yeah, it was good. I liked it. Go check it out. Anyways, I hope you enjoy. Tell me what you think. Are there any Damian haters out there, or am I like the only one? It seems like a lot of people like Damian. I have no idea why. I find him really annoying. But again, here he's okay. But yeah, tell me what you think. And if you have any recommendations, just let me know. Again, like this was a recommendation. And yeah, I'm actually glad for this one because it's not that bad. I actually enjoyed it. Yeah, if you got any more recommendations, let me know. It can be comics, it can be manga. If it's comics, if it's like an ongoing thing with a lot of chapters out, or I should say issues out already, just give me a good jumping on point. If it's just something that came out recently, then, you know, something I can easily catch up on, then you don't need to worry about that. But I hope you enjoy, and I hope to see you next time. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.